are helping our hometowns today and every Wednesday throughout the month of October. And we're starting in Watauga County. Jason Harper, here we are live in Boone. We got App State behind us. So many things have been happening, and I've been here for the last couple of days, and I've really just tried to meet people and get to know what's the need, how can we help, what can we do, and it's overwhelming. And I promise you, there's at least 8 or 9 stories that I've come across, and there's probably at least 20 or 30. We can't even get to them all today, but we do want to highlight a couple of people that I've met over the last few days that are going above and beyond. And I want to bring in Todd Hansen, who's with U.S. Foods, living down in Fort Mill, so you're not too far from us, but you've been up here the last couple of days. You kind of help me understand the relationship with U.S. Foods and just the restaurant industry that's in this part of North Carolina.
Yeah, absolutely. First off, Jason, thank you very much for having us, and our hearts go out to everyone who's been impacted by Hurricane Helene here in this region, and specifically talking about the restaurants. We service thousands of accounts here in the western, what we define as Western North Carolina, which is Charlotte, the Triad area, and certainly Boone, Asheville, and all the way to the Tennessee line and down to Georgia.
So, what, as of today, when you're trying to just step back and go, where do we even start? Like, how bad is it?
The devastation is real. I mean, it's beyond anything that you could imagine. Prior to this, you hear a hurricane and then think about the damage that is happening up here in the western part of the state. It's literally unimaginable.
I've got some pictures that I want us to put up because you guys over the last couple of days have really gone above and beyond to not only help some of these restaurants, which frankly may not reopen again, Todd, but donating. How are you guys getting involved to try to get back and help right now?
Yeah, so maybe I'll talk just briefly, if I could, about about the restaurants and the phases that we're seeing. We do have some restaurants here in the impacted area that have power and are able to open and serve. We have others who are without power and still very much in the recovery phase. And then to your earlier point, unfortunately, there's some who are devastated, lost everything, which is very hard to see. So we're getting impacted, or we're getting involved on several different platforms, if you will. The American Red Cross, we partner with them on an annual basis anyway, and we provide funds and help them mobilize, get ahead of the storm, and then those monies are being used here in the recovery efforts. And then U.S. Foods went above and beyond those annual commitments and made another donation that specifically helping the relief efforts for Hurricane Helene. And we also partner up with a number of different disaster relief organizations, and as well as continue to service our regular customers who do have power, who are able to be open. And we've sent thousands of cases over the last 11, 12 plus days up here in the impacted areas to try to do our part.
Well, Todd, I know you're not doing this alone. You got a lot of folks that have big hearts for this community. I got to bring in this guy right here, right? Guys, this is Josh Hogue, who is with U.S. Foods as well and works with Todd. This has literally been my wingman since I got here on Monday. I didn't know anyone when I came up here. Josh, first of all, thanks for being a part of this. Thanks for helping me really kind of melt into the community. You live here. You're here with your wife and your kids. You've gone to school. Your twin brother's gone to school. You are a part of this community. What has this even been like?
This community is my family. This company is my family. We've never in a million years thought something like this would happen. And God's been good through all this. You guys are here. We've got numerous companies, businesses. Everybody's coming up to try to help our community. And it's just devastating. People have lost homes, cars. They're finding bodies in trees and on the riverbanks and buried. And it's been a horrible experience.
Yeah, you have, and again, we're going to share these stories over the next couple of days because we couldn't even get to them all today. But Josh was able to hook us up with some veterans that are kind of down in the Banner Elk area. Todd and I were able to fly on a helicopter yesterday, and we were able to see firsthand and land in some of these towns where there is really not a town anymore. And you've had to get creative. You've had landscaping companies come from other states that are pulling trees off of homes, and some of these guys are making parachute drops, and you're dropping generators off. I mean, what's the craziest thing that you've seen?
I'll start from kind of the beginning, if that's all right.
Yeah.
So my twin brother was stuck up in Banner Elk at his house. We couldn't get a hold of him for days. He'd have power. He had no power, no water. He had 6 trees on his house. They lost 80% of all the trees in his development. Blakely Landscaping was able to bring up an entourage of trucks and cleared the way and got him out. And then by the grace of God, he was safe. So he made it a mission to start a GoFundMe, and we've raised over $400,000 in cash. We've got 280 pounds of epinephrine given to the hospitals and stuff down in Spruce Pine and Newland. We've got insulin coming in. We've got 11 truckloads of food and stuff we've gotten from local churches, local businesses.
Yeah.
It's just everybody's coming out of the woodworks. We've purchased over 40-some generators, 100-some saws. Now we just need more money to purchase lanterns, log splitters, and we're just trying to help Grassroots is trying to help people on the ground.
I've never seen, I'm serious, guys, I've never seen more grassroots efforts than what Josh and Todd and some of these veterans that we came across yesterday at Elk River. There's a golf country club and an airstrip there that's just been taken over by veterans who have a heart for their country and other people. And it is heartbreaking and hopeful. Those two words just go together. It really is. And so, Todd, thank you for what you guys are doing at US Foods. I know you're just starting this process. It's going to be going on a long time. And they're also working with local owners. Preston, who owns, what was it, Peddling Pig? Peddling Pig and barbecue and feeding linemen every morning and night. It goes on and on, guys. But Josh, thank you for showing me the heart of the community. And Todd, thank you to US Foods for what they're doing. We got a lot more to talk about this morning. It's been overwhelming, to say the least. And if there's any way that you can help, please do.